Please welcome to the show, Dr. Filza Sultan.
Woo! Welcome. Such a pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much.
So I saw something interesting on your page that you are the youngest of 6.
Yes.
Family of 6. So I want to know, what was that like growing up, and how did that shape you into the woman that we see today?
I think that was the best thing that ever happened to me because I picked a lot of categories from each one of my siblings.
Okay.
Like some are better talkers, some are resilient, some are confident. So it's just like I picked and choose, and I said, I will not do this, I will do that. And I evolved. So it's good.
I'm pretty sure you were spoiled rotten too. You were the baby of the family. I'm sure you got
Not
your
an
way.
Asian family.
Really?
I think when you are the youngest, you just grow in shadow.
Really?
That's true.
Well, you come from a big family too.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I was somewhere in the background, and I just started taking care of it.
I like that. That's always safe.
Yeah.
It's always safe.
Yeah.
So you're a general physician, but not only that, you're CEO of, like Kris said, the clothing company for children. Now, what was your inspiration in getting into clothing? Because that's very different from physician. I mean,
Yeah.
physicians need to wear clothes.
Yeah.
But how did that come to be?
So, really quickly, I became a mom 7.5 years ago. And when I was going through and I wanted to dress up like my kid, my husband alike, and I went to one store, and one store, all they had was crayons, Tonka truck, and dinosaur because my son is a
Right.
son. Then I went to another store, and all they had a polo shirt and a khakis. And I was like, all right, so first, not everything in one place. There's no versatility in any form and shape.
Right.
And we are pushed to like something.
True.
And eventually, when I had another kid, I really figured out the biggest secret, which was, I think that we want our kids to look certain way because it's a boy, he will wear blue and he'll like dinosaur. That's our perception.
Right.
Right.
But in real life, kids want to be us. They want to imitate daddy. They want to imitate mommy. They want to be a construction worker. So why are we boxing them? You know, why don't we give them what they really want? And I just want a clothing line where I can go in one place and I can dress my kid as the same frequency as I am.
Wow.
And everything under one roof and not perceived as child.
Okay. That's
an interesting perspective.
Okay.
So, being that you are in the fashion industry, and that's a constantly evolving industry, how do you keep up to date with the latest trends and like industry developments?
So I feel like I love fashion. I feel like I'm one of those people who start scrolling from what's in to all the way sold out items. So I have educated myself nighttime for hours.
Yeah.
And I feel like that we tend to buy things that we think that's good for us. But in reality, eventually you need to know what's good for you.
Okay.
So, I mean, I love yellow color. I'm going to go buy yellow color. But is yellow color good for me? So we need to dress up in a way that's good for us rather than what's out there.
Ah, I see what you mean.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like no fashion is for no one. I feel we need to look at special type or color or the gender that we're working with, and it just evolves. It just flows.
Yeah.
So what are some of the unique design elements that you offer with your brand? Like what is the most unique thing?
Okay, well, you know what? I love to brag about my brand. I feel like it's my
Hey,
right
come on.
it's my fifth child. So I feel like growing up, I watched a lot of British movies and a lot of French, and I loved how kids used to wake up in those white cotton, kind of organic, wrinkly feel.
Okay.
And as I grew up and kids started wearing those tight pajamas where I thought like they can't even breathe in it.
Right.
And when the kids go to bed from 9 to 11 or 9 to 2, that's where the growth hormones come and help them grow.
Okay.
You don't want to put your kid in a clothing that constricted or in any form and shape, I think. This is my judgment. So I feel like that I want to mix a little bit of fashion and a little bit of medicine and come up with a good solutions. And I want my kids to be trendy and comfortable.
I could definitely see that from the video that you brought to us. The line definitely is very fluid, which I do like. Yeah. Would you say that some of it is unisex? Is it interchangeable? Because I think I see like boys and girls in certain things.
Yeah.
Right. So it's both for boys and girls. We have 4 categories in it. We have nightwear, swimwear, essentials, and semi-formal.
Yeah.
So the comfort is the most important thing. I've bought really expensive things for my kids, and after 30 minutes, my son is ripping.
Oh,
it
yeah.
out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So I want to give them something that they can run and play for hours, and they're comfortable in, and yet it looks nice.
So being that you're a creative, obviously there comes with some sort of criticism or feedback. How do you handle any type of criticism? How do you incorporate it into your work?
My biggest criticism is my husband.
They're always the ones.
It's amazing because he loves me so much and he doesn't want me to not fail in his own way. He's a perfectionist in any form and shape. So I feel like whenever I make a new product and I will introduce it to him and I'll be like, what do you think? Because it's not out yet and we're going to launch in April 2024.
Okay.
So we are not getting feedbacks, but we are going to launch our product on Insta platforms probably in a couple of weeks. So I'm not getting real feedback yet.
Okay.
But from my home, it's my husband, and of course our team loves it. But my husband would touch it. Then he will feel it. Then he will rub it. And then it'll be like, it's comfortable. And that is the most annoying and most honest critique ever.
Well, you want that honest feedback.
Too honest.
So, we want to, first of all, we got to thank you for being here. We're definitely going to be looking forward to your clothing line coming out. And it's perfect that you're here because we kind of did a little shift. So we're going to come back around to what we call what's trending. Yeah. We're going to have you a part of that conversation. So recently, and we thought of you because this is fashion. Okay. So this is your thing. So recently there was a runway show, and they're getting a lot of controversy, especially fashion designer Michael Castillo for a model named Shireen Rue. So Shireen Rue is an Oriental woman. She was doing the catwalk, doing her thing, only to find out later on that her face has been whitewashed, her entire face, and into a white woman. So this is the original picture, as you can see, Oriental Miss Wu. Yeah. And that's the fashion designer. The woman next to him is the one that they took her image of and completely changed it. Now we know that AI is huge right now. We know that it's something that's been around for years, but clothing brands are continuing to use this. Would you use AI to model any of your, because they have children. AI.
Forget fashion and forget me and forget the designer or the dress right now. I just imagine that this probably girl got a call that somebody couldn't make it and we're going to take you.
Exactly.
That's exactly what happened.
And she calls whoever she could on her way there. Yeah. And then her thing was, will I fit into dress? And she fits into dress. Yeah. Will I like the culture back, behind the stage? Right. She fit into that. And then will she walk right? Will it be recorded? And she tells all these people. And when she sees somebody else walking, it's literally telling somebody that you're not good enough.
It's really sad.
And that's a no-no.
Yeah, she must have been humiliated. We do have the video. Let's take a look at it really quick.
I recently walked through Michael Castillo, but that's not me who he posted on his story. Michael's a big designer with 1.7 million followers. Editing my face and removing my race is completely disrespectful. He claims he casted me because he likes me, but I wasn't even on his official list. The only reason why I walked for him last minute was because a model was missing and I could fit into her dress. There's nothing he can do about the artist who sends him photos, so essentially he's blaming the photographer.
That's horrible.
You know, one of the things I thought was interesting was that she said she wasn't paid to walk in the show. And the biggest motivation for her walking in the show was for the exposure. So when he put this picture of this white woman's face up, it kind of killed the whole reason that she was modeling for
I
him.
think he always meant to do that.
do
He
that.
should have just been honest with her.
Yeah.
I think she would have been fine with it
Yeah.
if told, you know.
AI is really taking over. You have brands like Levi that's using now, Adidas. So it's come to be this big thing, but it's been around for so long. So there's a company in particular, it's called La La Land's portfolio, and they're expanding to Puma and all these different brands that are going after this company because they don't want to pay models.
Yeah.
Same thing that happened to her.
Yeah.
And you can get diversity easily, and they look real. You can't tell.
Yeah. It's a big challenge in the fashion industry. I want to know, what challenges have you faced?
Not only fashion,
Yeah.
though. Not only fashion.
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything, music too.
I feel like initially, because of my background, everybody expects us to be a doctor.
Yes.
And if we are not a doctor, we didn't do well in our life for some reason.
Right.
And this was laid upon. And I think like being a doctor was one of the best things, because if you are not close to the real core or humanity, you can never be bigger than you want to be. You know, you can never grow in all the other levels you want to grow.
Right.
So I feel like once I was done being a doctor and once I was done having kids and being married and stuff, I really, really wanted to do something that I love. And fashion is something that always, like, I can go shopping, I can draw something, I can pick, even if I'm watching TV, I can say, well, if this was that and this was this would look nice. It's just like, I love it.
And we're glad you love it, because we're going to make sure to stay tuned to everything that you have coming up. But that's our show for today, guys. We got to get out of here. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Dr. Sultan.
But you know where you can reach us?
Same time, same place. Be safe until tomorrow, you guys.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Dr.
Thank
Sultan.
you.
Oh my
How did
that
you
was
feel?
great.
Just wanted to say, this is live, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I forgot to say something about kids in Palestine.
It goes so fast.
It goes so, and you told me,
Yeah,
you
it
just
it goes-
asked me.
it
I said, oh,
so
crap.
fast.
It's a,
Oh my God, this was like rapid response.
yeah, it goes quick. It goes quick. It does.
Oh my
It
God.
goes extremely.
Wow,
it goes
but
extremely
thank you.
quick.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys are
absolutely.
amazing.
You
We're gonna take some
are.
pics, Dr.
Yeah,
Sultan,
so
so we
our
can-
photographer is going to.
Oh, perfect.
You can snap some too.
Do you want to? Okay, so